Hey guys, welcome back to Griffo's Retro Gaming, where I'm going to be doing another pickups video. It's all I tend to do these days, but yeah, time and life, unfortunately. But this is a good one. So it's got a lot of my, well, all of my Christmas presents that I got, and we did a YouTuber's Secret Santa, so I'll show you what I got from that, although I don't know. Santa obviously being a Secret Santa, so I can't thank him. I'll just have to say thank you, Secret Santa. But delighted with what I got from there. And yeah, just looking, I've got a lot of Xbox, Switch. Yeah, well, I've got lots of stuff to go through. So no time like the present. And I'm going to start with my Secret Santa things, which were great. I love doing it every year. A lot of YouTubers who started the same sort of time as me, and well, yeah, there's a community anyway, and a lot of us partake in this Secret Santa, which is fantastic. I've had some really good stuff. Looking at this year's as well, Retro Games Revived. If you do want to watch it, it's on his channel. I'll put a link in the description. Retro Games Revived. That's Sean. Really nice guy. So yeah, if you don't watch the video, please do subscribe to him. It's well worth it. He's got some good content. So I'll start with my Secret Santa, and it didn't disappoint whatsoever. I'm well known for wanting DS and 3DS games, and I received 2DS and a PS4 game, as well as some Lego, which I'll start with actually. And it is a Pokemon Lego set of Pikachu, which these are really small bricks. I hope my fat fingers can cope with it, but I'll have so much fun with that, trust me. I love Lego, I love Pokemon, so right up my street that. Thank you very much. So the next two games, I'll start with this one. I haven't played it as yet, but it is an RPG called Away. I can't really expand on it, unfortunately. I need to play it. No instructions, unfortunately, but not a major issue. I can maybe pick them up some other time. And yeah, it just says Shuffle Dungeon. I don't know. Anyway, I'll put some footage up. You might get an idea from that. Best I can do. This I have played though, and it is Deep Labyrinth, which started life as a mobile game. It's like the old school dungeon crawlers where you're going through like a grid-based system, although they are open areas, but you're still moving on a grid. And there's enemies to attack. I haven't gone much deeper than that, unfortunately, but it seems okay. You can tell it's a mobile game, and if you've ever played Elves and Orcs, which is also a DS game, which was also a mobile game, it's very similar to that. Although Orcs and Elves is a lot more like the old Dungeons and Dragons games that you used to get in the gold box. Eye of the Beholder and things like that. And the last game is a PS4 game called The Last Tinker, City of Colour. I've never even heard of this, but it is obviously a kids game. It's like a 3D action platformer sort of game. Banjo-Kazooie, Crash Bandicoot, them type of games. Ratchet and Clank, I think that type. But yeah, don't know much about it. Don't know if it's any good. The reviews give it sort of a mid score, but I don't tend to listen to reviews so much. But yeah, they were off my Secret Santa, and I can't wait till next year, trust me. But the gift that I gave, I won't say what it is because obviously that'll give away who I sent it to. But delighted with what I sent as well, which made me feel good. It is a wonderful little thing that we do. Okay, so I'll do my Christmas presents next. And I have got some really good games here. So the first one I haven't played, but I really want to, Got Game of the Year, even the add-on, the expansion pack got Game of the Year, and it is Elden Ring with the Shadow of Erdtree, is it? Yeah. Souls-like kind of game, supposedly rock hard but fair. So I quite like the sound of that. It's about learning the patterns and knowing what to do. But yet to install it, unfortunately. But I will get round to that. That was off my lovely wife, who usually gets me Football Manager, but it isn't out this year, not as yet. I believe they've got a few problems with the implementing the women's game into it. I don't even know why they're bothering, to be honest. But there you go. But yeah, Elden Ring. I can't wait to get into. I've got another game as well, Lords of the Fallen, which is more or less the same. And yeah, I hope it's as good as everyone says. So next up, these are all off my mum, and with the money she gave me as well. So the games that she actually bought me were, the first one for the DS is Dementium, the Ward, which is a first-person first-person horror game I'm currently playing. It's set in a hospital, and it's fantastic. It's really, really good. Graphically, really impressive. I believe there's a second one as well, but that's 100 plus. This is a bit of a pricey game if you do look for it, but if you can get it on an emulator or something, highly recommend it. It is very, very good, especially for the DS. Next up, I haven't opened this as yet, but I need a bigger memory card, which I am on the lookout for. But it is the Heritage Collection of Star Wars. And it's got 7 games on there. I'll just go through them quickly. The Star Wars The Force Unleashed, which I've played. Star Wars Jedi Knight, I haven't played the Knights of the Old Republic, but they're both on there. Star Wars Racer I've got on the Xbox for some reason, but I believe that was a Nintendo 64 game, and it is what it says on the tin, a racing game. Star Wars Republic Commando, I've played a bit of that. Jedi Knight, oh, that's it, yeah. So 7 great games there from a variety of different platforms and generations, really. Just looking, the mainly from PS2 and original Xbox era, but you got the the 360 and PS3 games, Star Wars Force Unleashed, it was on more as well, and the N64 Star Wars Racer game. So looking forward to getting into them. Next up is I wouldn't say it's awful, but I need to really master it and get into it. It is AEW Fight Forever. And if you're aware of the WWE 18, I believe it is terrible on the Switch. It just cannot cope with it. I've got that in my Switch at the minute. No, I haven't. I have played it. It's with my Switch, but not in my Switch. The next game I show you is in my Switch. So yeah, there's a load of stars on there that I am aware of. I don't watch AEW at all, but on the front, most of them have gone to WWE as well. But Jade Cargill, Sting, Orange Cassidy, MJF, Chris Jericho, yeah, they're all on there. Daniel Bryanson, or Brian Danielson, whatever. Daniel Bryan, I know him as. Yeah, it's all right. I'm hoping to. Graphically, it's really good and it does perform quite well. Like I say, with WWE 2K18, it struggled when you had more than 2 people, so it was pretty pointless in that respect. But it's such a shame. I would have loved a 2K game, a wrestling one on there, but that'll do for now. And the last game which I bought myself from the money, I've been wanting this since it got released in Japan, and it is Final Fantasy collection, and it's Final Fantasy 1 through to 6. Pixel remastered, so it looks amazing. I mean, it's still pixely. It's still like a pixel art sort of graphic on it. It still looks like the original games, but just more polished, runs better. There's extra features on. I've started with number 1, and about a quarter of the way through it, I've killed one of the 4 bosses. But it comes with a sticker sheet as well, which I thought was going to be good. It looks a bit disappointing, to be honest. But yeah, this was released in Japan, and it was going for over 100 quid. I don't know if there was an English translation on there, but if it's in Japanese, it's not going to be anywhere near as much fun, unless you can speak Japanese, of course. So yeah, when it came out for American and the British or European areas, it was a no-brainer, and I paid 45, which is good. I think normally it's 60. It was on offer, and like I say, when it was the Japanese ones that were in circulation, it was over 100 quid. So yeah, I'm happy I waited for that. So thank you, Mum. Thank you so much. I'm really enjoying the Final Fantasy 1 on there. It's also really good on the PSP as well. One of the features on there is that you can turn off auto battles, because you get randomized battles when you walk in around. You can turn that off, which is handy if you need to go back on yourself. That's the only time I've done it, because I do actually like grinding. But if you're going through an earlier stage where the enemies are really weak, it's pointless grinding that way. So yeah, I do just walk through. But yeah, you're not forced to use that feature, and I'm happy it's on there, really. So my normal pickups, which are mainly Xbox One, but I have got some good games, so bear with me on that. But I'll start with the cheapest game that I got, and that was from Cash Converters for 9p. It is UFC Undisputed 2009. I have got this on the 360, but for 9p, I thought, yeah, sod it. It's worth it for the case, if nothing else, although it has got one of the UFC stickers on, which are impossible to get off. But yeah, all there. Disc is in nice condition, so for 9p, I'm happy with that. Worth it for the trophies, if nothing else. So 3 Switch games, I made a bit of a boo-boo with 2 of them. So I went on to Argos, and they do a 2 for 20 offer on there, which is mainly, I have had physical cartridges, but mainly all coding boxes. And when I had a look on the website, it didn't say coding box for these 2 games, which is why I bought them. But the first one is Little Nightmares Complete Edition. Not opened these 2 as yet, but when I get a bigger memory card, I will do. Because that's what I'm looking at the minute, because I just want to store everything on there. I've got a lot of digital games for the Switch, and I don't want to lose them if the shop should shut in the future. Although the Switch 2, I might be able to download them onto there when I get a Switch 2. So we shall see. But horror game, don't know much about it. Puzzle platforms. Yeah, that's all I can say, really. And the next one is Garden Simulator, which also didn't say coding box, but it does on the actual box. And yeah, it might be worth it for the actual box itself once I get the code. But yeah, just look after a garden. It says plant and grow your flowers, fruits and veg, set up a barbecue area, install a fountain, sell your production to buy new tools. Not the most exciting of games, but because I thought it was an actual cartridge. I thought it might have been worth it. Unfortunately, not. Yes, I could have took them back, but yeah, I'm lazy. And the last game I got for the Switch, it was £5 in Smiths, and I have actually played it on the Xbox. It is You Suck at Parking, and this is it's a physical cartridge. It's not a coding box, and this game gives you scenarios where you've got to park your car, but it makes it difficult to do, and you get more points for that's it really. Nothing more to add. Although it's a complete edition, so you do get some extra maps, and you can do design cars and things like that, or upgrade cars. Silly wise, not in a good way. Not like Gran Turismo, like you can put bullhorns on and things like that. But yeah, £5, can't grumble. Okay, last ones are going to be for the Xbox One. I think they're all Xbox One anyway. But first one was a charity shop find, and it is Forza 7. I think this goes for about £12. I paid £2.50 from, don't know if you can see it, from Heart Foundation store. And yeah, nice condition. It's a shame it's not a Horizon. I prefer them more than the Motorsport, because Horizon's like an open world sort of racing game. This is a bit more serious, but hey, Xbox only game for £2.50. I'll take that. Next up is a game I haven't played, but I was really intrigued by it, and it was £6. It is Outward. I have seen this for sale on the Switch, but for £6 on the Xbox One, I thought I'd try it out. And it's an open world RPG. The add-on worked as well. I had a code. I've installed that to get a Pale Bird pet and fireworks skill. But yeah, there's you need to drink and eat, which is something you don't need to do in Skyrim. Only if you want to get energy back. You don't need to do it at risk of starvation. On this game, you do though. I believe the fighting's a bit janky, but I'll give it a go. It's from Deep Silver, who have done a lot of these type of games before in the past. So yeah, I'm sorry I can't add on to that, but yeah. So I'll do this one. This is from CEX. This was £6 as well. I got it when I got Outward, and it's a great game. I've got this on the PS Vita, a backup version, but I really, really enjoy it. It's such a good game. It's like pixel art, so 8-bit type of graphics, and the gimmick is you've got a shovel. You'll see from the footage, and yeah, you kill people with that, but you can also bounce to get to certain areas. So you bounce onto things, and yeah, you use your shovel in a variety of different ways. You can dig up crystals and gems, kill things with them. So that hasn't got a code on it, has it? No. So they don't come with anything, do they? But I'll just show you anyway. Although it has got a reversible cover. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, this is Treasure Trove. So it comes with a few add-ons as well, which I haven't played. I've only played the base game. But such a good game. If you see it for cheap, like £6, I think it's a bit more on the PS4, and definitely more on the Vita. I don't know. Oh yeah, it's about £20 on the Switch as well. So that would be your best option if you have an Xbox. But yeah, great game. Another good game which I've played, I don't think it was number 2, I think it was the first one on the Xbox, and it is Dying Light, which is a zombie apocalypse game. You can make things. I've played so many of these games on Game Pass. There's quite a few, like 7 Days to Die and a few more games like that. I believe this one is a bit like a survival game where you can make weapons and stuff like that. But once darkness hits, you need to be in a safe place because you will get absolutely battered. But during the day, the zombies are a bit more, what's the word? A bit more aloof. You can get away with a bit more. So that's, I guess, why it's called Dying Light. Once that light starts dying, you need to find a safe spot. But really enjoyed it. Second one's still quite pricey. I don't know when that came out, but yeah. How much was that? £3 I got that. I don't think it's much more, and it does go on offer quite a bit on the sales, but £3, absolute bargain. And finally is a game which no Xbox fan can be without. It is on Game Pass, but I have come off Game Pass. I just wasn't getting the value out of it, and money's a bit too tight to mention, unfortunately. But yeah, for £5, I got Halo, the Master Chief Collection. There's 4 games on there. They're all remastered. I've played through number 1 on this on Game Pass, and yeah, it's really good because there was a one which was on a remake of number 1, which was on the 360, which I've also played, which was also very good. And I've played the one on the original Xbox. I have played it on all 3 systems. Wonderful game. This comes with Halo Combat Evolved, a remastered Halo 2. Actually, Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary, that was what it was called on the Xbox 360, so I wonder if it is just that. And then Halo 3 and Halo 4. And of course, I can play those off the original disc, but I believe these have been enhanced somewhat. So it was well worth the £5 I paid. And yeah, there's not many original Xbox One games that I need left or what are on Game Pass. I want Doom and Doom Eternal. They're on Game Pass. They're fantastic games, but really cheap as well. But yeah, delighted with that for £5. And that's my haul for, I think it was the last 3 months actually, or maybe November, December. But yeah, I've already got 2 games for this month. Not loads, but yeah, I'm hoping to get to a few more places this year. I want to get to a few more gaming events. I don't just want to be going to Doncaster all the time. I did go to Leeds last year. I won't be going this year, though. I might try and get to Dana's, which is in Birmingham, or the Birmingham area. Brierley Hill it was. I don't know if he's moved it since, but I wouldn't mind going to that one anyway. And yeah, maybe a few more down south. We'll see anyway. But yeah, that's my pickups for my latest pickups, we'll say, because I don't know when the last one I did was. But I hope you've enjoyed it anyway. I have received a parcel of someone, which I'll do an unboxing of that very soon. But in the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed this. And remember to like, share, and subscribe. And I shall see you again for another video. Take care.